Hello to everybody, and thanks for joining us here on olympustrip.co.uk. This evening we're going to talk about the Olympus Trip and how to store it in a case or take it out with you in a case, because there are so many options out there and it's so easy to get caught into the whole gear acquisition syndrome thing that photographers usually suffer with, and I for one can claim to be a victim of that. Before I go on to the case, just a little bit about the Olympus Trip. This is one that I bought from olympustrip.co.uk, and Jason, the owner of the website, really has a passion about these, and it's understandable to see why, because they are iconic. They are absolutely superb. I love them to bits. If I could have 2 or 3 of these, I probably would, but I've got enough cameras to keep me going, to be honest. But a little bit about the history. I'm not going to go too much into this because I think anybody who knows these will know exactly what they're looking at. But back in 1967, 68, late 60s, Yoshihisa Martini created this icon. It really is a great camera. Purely point and shoot with zone focusing, with the 4 elements there, or 4 settings, shall we say, 4 settings there. But what's really nice about it is actually got the ability to go fully manual as well. So that's really good for your creativity, but also another selling point for that is the fact that it brings in the ability to use a flash. Now, they did a flash that was very, very suitable to this, namely the P200. It was made by Olympus, and what's nice about that, it's nice and narrow. It's not a big chunky brick on the top of your camera. It's a nice narrow flash that's more than effective on this sort of camera. Again, it's about the size for me. Size is everything, irrespective of what people think. I just think that the compactness of this camera is exquisite. It's so good, and it's a lovely bright viewfinder. The selenium cell works beautifully. As long as you keep the cap on it when you're not using it, it will last forever. Back in the late 70s, early 80s, they really did push this camera with regards to advertising and really getting the name out there. And people like George Cole, who was an actor from the late 50s, 60s, right the way through to these days in Minder, when he played Arthur Daly, he was promoting this, as well as James Hunt, the famous Formula 1 Grand Prix driver. He was a great fan of this camera, and of course our beloved David Bailey. Anyhow, so moving on, I'm going to put the camera to one side for a minute and just talk about the bag that's been sent down to me from Jason at olympustrip.co.uk. This bag is really good. What I love about it is the quality. It's exceptional quality, and I think that's something that's really important in this day and age if you're carrying what I call nice equipment around with you. Starting from the front, there's a zipped compartment. That's really great for like your set of keys, maybe some medications, a few coins and stuff like that. All the stuff that takes up room in our pocket, So a really good idea there. On the front here, you've got attachment points for various things. Some people will put, like straps and stuff like that in there, whatever, as spares. Personally, I think that's an attaching point for a bigger bag if that's what you want. Onto the back here, these belt loops, perfect. Massive size, massive. And in today's day and age of the various size belts that we all wear and the different strappings that are out there, this is ideal. But what's really good about it is the fact they're adjustable, so you can shrink that right the way down to something small. That's a really good selling point as far as I'm concerned. And again, the attaching points at the back. Onto the inside. Now this case really is a bit like a TARDIS. It's bigger than you actually think it is. For me, everything you could possibly want is in here. And now there's a little sleeve pocket on the inside where you could use space for a credit card, bank card, and that's really good for security, because if you think about things that are stolen nowadays, like purses and wallets, that's the perfect place. This is going to be on your belt. It's not going to go anywhere. So with regards to fitting, now as you can see, the Olympus Trip is it's a small size, so you need a small bag for it. But with that said, nothing better than that. Straight the way in. And of course, this strap that comes with this bag, straight onto your trip, then makes a handy carry bag. That's all you need to know about this bag. It's exceptional value. Have a look on the website, olympustrip.co.uk, for prices, but also for the camera as well. If you're thinking about buying one, you've so got to go here. I will only go where things are really good. Here at olympustrip.co.uk, Jason is someone I never knew for a couple of years. Got to know him, told me everything I needed to know about this camera. I've learned so much from the website alone. So do have a good look at it. All the leatherettes are available, the different colours. Occasionally you get the rare ones where the metal is black, or a special edition. I mean, this has got a chrome button, which is early 70s. They went over to a black button, I believe, after that. Film is available on the website, as is lens caps, as well as UV filters that go on the end there. Everything you could possibly need for an Olympus Trip, which is iconic, and it's there. So once again, have a look on their website, olympustrip.co.uk. If you happen to be on Facebook, have a look as well, Olympus Trip 35. Do a search on your search bar and it will come up. What it leads me to say is a big thank you to Jason up at Olympus Trip there, because he kindly sent me this for a review, and I don't mind doing them really, because over the years I've learned that sometimes spending too much money is not the way to do photography, and sometimes it's about budget. This is exceptional value, a very, very good case, and me as an amateur photographer, just a member of the public who just likes to go out and snap shots, I've really liked this. I really like this a lot. Personally, I put this in there, and if I'm going off on a holiday somewhere, I still keep this in there and I throw this in the photography bag with me. Anyhow, thanks everybody for tuning in, and like we all say in photography, happy shooting.